Hello everyone and welcome to Game 4 of the MSHL regular season. Tonight's matchup will feature the Canterra Cobras and they are at the Frenzo Rampage. Early in the season, but both these teams are tied at 2 points apiece, both winning their first games. So, here we are in Frenzo, first period about to start. Home team, let's go first as always. Here we go. Underway here in Frenzo. Frenzo trying to get close to the net. Not much here happening for Canterra. Here's a goal. Trenholm scores. Trenholm has scored for the Frenzo Rampage. 25 seconds left to go here in the first period. Will anybody else score? It is 1-0 Frenzo. Not much happening here. Last 15 seconds here to go. Is anybody going to score? Frenzo coming so close. Canterra not really there. And that is going to be the end of the period. 1-0 is your final after the first period. We will be back after the intermission. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the second period between the Canterra Cobras and the Frenzo Rampage. Not much offense happening in that first period. Frenzo gets on the board 1-0 against Canterra. Trenholm scores the one and only goal. Second period about to begin. So, here we go. Let's see if Canterra can catch up to Frenzo. It's only a 1-0 game. Easy score. 2 goals is the worst lead in hockey, they say, but 1 is less than 2. Not much offense happening here in the first 20 seconds of this period. Not much happening for Canterra. Frenzo all bunched up, but they are pushing towards the net. Canterra can't even get into the offensive zone. Nothing happening here in Frenzo in this second period. All bunched up in the neutral zone. Nothing towards here in the zone. Cauldron, the only one getting close into the zone with 10 seconds left to go in the second period. Is there going to be any scoring? Cauldron getting closer, but he's not there yet. Solberg 2-1, and that's going to do it for the period. Nobody scores in that period, and the score after 2 periods is still 1-0. We'll be back for the third shortly. Hello MSHL fans and welcome back to this hockey game, Game 4, Canterra and Frenzo. Still 1-0, no scoring in that second period. Trenholm, the only goal scorer here. Third period about to start. Let's see if Canterra can get a comeback here against the Frenzo Rampage, only up by a goal. So here we go. Canterra looking urged to get some goals out there. Here they're going to try to push for some offense in the offensive zone. 15 seconds passed already. Solberg getting close to the net. He's not going to put it in though. Solberg still so close to tying this hockey game. He's still not in the net. He's going away. Saves being made, all bunched together in the neutral zone. Is he going to go in? He does. Solberg scores for Canterra. 15 seconds left to go here in this hockey game. Anybody else going to score? Is it going to be forced overtime? 5 seconds left to go. Can they score? No, they cannot. They cannot in time. It is 1-1. We are going to head to an overtime frame. What a game so far tonight between the Canterra Cobras and the Lost Frenzo Rampage. We'll be back for overtime shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, back for Game 4 between the Canterra Cobras and the Lost Frenzo Rampage in the MSHL. A late tying goal for Canterra scored by Solberg, so it is 1-1. We are heading to an overtime session here. First to score wins, again alternating, being let out first. Continuous overtime until we have a winner. So without further ado, here we go. Overtime. Canterra, Lost Frenzo. Here's Solberg at the blue line. Nothing going as of right now. Not much. Everybody in the neutral zone. Solberg being pushed by McCauley into the offensive zone. All of Lost Frenzo in the neutral zone right now. Not much happening here. Solberg going back into the neutral zone. Not much offense happening here for both teams at all in this overtime period. They need to get into that attacking zone. Lost Frenzo finally starts to move up as Canterra all bunched up in the neutral zone. Knox and Cauldron close to the net. Anything gonna happen of it? Doesn't look like it. Knox going back, the attacking. Cauldron almost in the net. He's gonna retreat. This overtime could take a while, as it is right now. More time than a normal period. Everybody back clumped in the neutral zone. One of these teams need to score. Again, continuous overtime until somebody scores. Here's Knox coming in. LaRose. Knox getting close to the goal. Sultan was close, but nothing there. Overtime is continuing. Close to the net was LaRose, but he can't get it done here in overtime. Drake trying to get close to the blue line into the attacking zone. Here's Lost Frenzo. LaRose getting close to the net. Still nothing for Canterra. Lost Frenzo oh so close to the net to getting this game over and done with. Who is this? Sultan. He's gonna score. That's gonna be the game over. Overtime winner for Sultan. Sarton. In this Game 4 between the Canterra Cobras and the Lost Frenzo Rampage. Ladies and gentlemen, Canterra wins this of a final score of 2-1 in overtime. We will be back for post-game comments soon. Welcome back, everyone, for post-game recap of Game 4 between the Canterra Cobras and the Lost Frenzo Rampage here in the MSHL. This game was a doozy, and in fact, in overtime, Sarton with the win, not Sultan, Sarton. He got the game-winning goal in overtime to send Canterra towards the win. So the final score, 2-1. The goal scorers, Lost Frenzo started leading it off. Trenholm scored for Lost Frenzo. But then it came back. Solberg scored it to tie it up, and then it led to overtime. Sarton getting the OT winner. Your 3 stars of the game. Your third star, Solberg. Off of the Canterra Cobra. Second star, Trenholm, the goal scorer of the Lost Frenzo Rampage. And the first star, Sarton, with the game-winning goal. All 3 stars with the goals tonight. It was an absolute pleasure doing this game tonight. Everybody, have a great night, and thanks for watching.